Hey, what's good with it, everybody? Welcome. You're chatting it up with the sports judge. It's almost NFL Sunday, week two, primetime matchup. Bears at Texans, the most anticipated matchup of the NFL season in week two. The big matchup, Caleb Williams, CJ Stroud. I like it when you have two marquee quarterbacks going up against each other. It's always exciting. Yeah, this one. And I think why we're so anxious to see Caleb Williams and CJ going head to head. Well, because Caleb is one of the biggest names in the game right now, being the number one overall pick, and CJ Stroud had a stellar rookie season in which he became just the fifth rookie to throw for 4,000 yards. And so, with that, the comparisons between the Bears' number one draft pick and last year's rookie of the year creates a compelling narrative that resonates with football fans. That narrative, all off season surrounding Williams, has revolved around whether he can have a Stroud like rookie season. And that's why this football game is on Sunday Night Football, featured in a big window. It's unfair to compare Stroud and Williams, especially after what we got from Williams in week one. Watching Caleb Williams last week, he wasn't very good. He wasn't very good at all. But to his credit, Williams went out there and didn't cost the Bears. He didn't turn over the football. He didn't turn over the ball. And you know what? If he takes care of the ball like that, that would be a huge benefit to the team overall, because now what that does, you can force teams to go the lengths of the field against the Chicago defense. It's weird to me, though. It's really strange. What are you doing giving advice to Caleb Williams right before the game? I'm really interested to see how this game plays out early. I think Caleb was not only nervous, first game jitters and all that, but more than anything, I think he was overjuiced, too much electricity. If you watch the game, and I just watched highlights on it again, there were plays to be made. He just overthrew guys. That to me is a really young player being overexcited. Big moment. You can't just rely on the Bears defense to bail you out and score four touchdowns every week. That's not happening. The Texans don't turn it over. They're just too good. You got the one game out of the way. Calm down. Don't try to make every play or be like CJ Stroud. Just be yourself. You can tell Caleb was clearly nervous, missing on throws. He rushed throws. He made bad decisions while trying to extend plays. Caleb's guys were getting open. The play calling was much better than anything they've had in Chicago. He should have had two touchdowns, missed a wide open Keenan Allen, and misfired to DJ Moore. I think the thing Caleb needs to get better at is setting his feet before he throws. Bad footwork. He looked rattled, shook. Better offensive line play would help tremendously as well. Sorry, Chicago. But give me the Texans by 2 touchdowns. I like the Texans in this game. The Bears defense looked really fantastic. And thankfully, the defense showed up late in the game and sealed the win for Chicago. But look who it was against. The Titans. The Tennessee Titans. Their quarterback is Will Levis. I just think the Texans' aerial attack will flourish. In the Houston win over the Colts, CJ Stroud performed masterfully to bolster their receiving room to surround their star quarterback with weapons. The Texans added all-pro receiver Stephon Diggs from the Buffalo Bills. Diggs, Nico Collins, and Tank Dell in what is surely the best receiving room in the NFL. The team leaned heavily on Joe Mixon, who had 30 carries that he turned into 159 yards and a touchdown. Week 1, Diggs had a solid effort. He caught both of Stroud's touchdown passes in prime time on Sunday night versus the Texans, going up against CJ Stroud. Williams gets his second chance to make a better impression. We all know what CJ Stroud is going to do, but this is Williams. It's his first road test against a top-notch team. And we all know Williams doesn't possess anything close to Stroud's passing accuracy. Stroud is far more accurate passing from the pocket. Last year, Stroud was no doubt top of the class in a tier of his own. I don't feel the same way about Caleb this year. Sorry, I don't. It's crazy to think that Caleb is going to go into Houston, step in, and outdo CJ Stroud. Not happening. And you know, when CJ came into the league, he had a lot better build going into the NFL. To me, Caleb has a ton of weaknesses that just won't translate well into the league. And as we saw last week, it hasn't. I tell you, after watching Caleb, and it's a small sample size, but it's enough to tell you that he's not the next CJ Stroud. Right now, CJ is the better quarterback than Caleb. And while Williams has plenty of room to grow, I just don't think he shows more flashes than week 1. And you can't win a shootout against CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud is poised. He's experienced. Did you see this guy last season? It was like he had been in the league for 10 seasons. He played like a veteran. You know, Stroud's determination to lead and set a positive example from the moment he joined the franchise, just impressive. You know, impressive stuff from a young man who's ahead of his time, very mature. You know, and that's what we saw from him last season. You look back at his rookie campaign, Stroud exhibited poise beyond his experience. And I was just blown away by it. I was just impressed by it. But I think if I have to pick a team, it's the Texans. I think the Texans are the overall better team. I don't think Caleb Williams is ready for a matchup like this one. And I think he will struggle again this week. I keep telling everybody, I keep trying to get everybody to see. Bears fans, I know they're optimistic. I know they're dreamers and believers. But I'm trying to get these folks to see that I feel like he is a bust. Like he's going to be an utter disappointment for the Chicago Bears. I mean, because the Chicago Bears haven't had much luck at the quarterback position in recent memory. And I just don't think Caleb Williams is that guy. But CJ Stroud, man, that dude, he's it. He's it. And I'm telling you, the Texans, if they keep that team together, they're going to be dominating the AFC South for years to come. Thanks for watching, everyone. Really appreciate the love and support. Hope you guys are having a great weekend, as always. Love y'all. I'll check back with you guys later. Once again, thanks for watching, as always. And, before I get out of here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you've subscribed to the channel, that's great. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button for your guy, the Sports Judge. But we'll talk very soon. I'm getting out of here now. Take care, everyone. Have a good night.